Hello everybody, and thank you for clicking on my video. So today I'm going to be talking to you about a fragrance that I happened to get for free, and it is called Reb'l Fleur by Rihanna. And this fragrance is an eau de parfum. I have the 100 ml. I do not have the lid for this because it was a tester. So I just thought I'd tell you about this fragrance and what I think about it. So this fragrance was recommended, recommended to many people by Jeremy Fragrance. So I was interested in getting this fragrance because he said that it smelled a lot like coconut, and I really love coconut. Coconut I consider to be like latonic. Sometimes almond can be a little bit latonic, especially if it's almond milk. Like in Armani Code Cashmere, I would describe it as a bit of a latonic fragrance. Latonic is milky fragrances with milky undertones or things like that. So that's one of my favorite notes of all time. So anyway, this fragrance is very, very affordable. So I've seen different price ranges. So down below, I'll just post a few websites where I saw it for a cheaper price. There's a lot of people locally selling it as well. And yeah, so anyway, let's get into the notes. So the top notes of this is peach, plum, and red berries. Middle notes is coconut, tuberose, hibiscus, and violet, and the base is vanilla, patchouli, musk, and amber. So I just want to point out the violet in this is a synthetic violet. Violet is incredibly hard to get out of, to extract, to put in fragrance, but anyway. So the perfumers, there's two perfumers for this. One of them is Caroline Sabras, and she had made Midnight Fantasy by Britney Spears, Cannabis Santal by Fresh, which I'm really interested in getting, and Fragrance du Bois Oud Orange. And then also by Marie-Pierre Julien. And I didn't really find too much that she's made. She made a few for like other celebrities, like Jessica Simpson. But the one I found was from the Lancôme Private Collection, Rose Peonia. So anyway, let's get into this. So I'll let you know what this smells like. The spray on this is decent. It's a very wide range sprayer. As you can see, the bottle has this weird kind of design on it. It looks very elegant, very, very elegant bottle. It looks kind of like a vase to me. But anyway, so I'll let you know. So it's very interesting. I don't smell any peach, but I do smell plum. It's got this bit of like a wine kind of scent to it. It's very unusual. Coconut, I do smell a little bit of the coconut. It's got a bit of latonic qualities to it. And hibiscus a little bit. Like it's got that, hibiscus is a tropical flower, so it's got definitely a tropical vibe to it. I definitely smell patchouli, and it's quite musky for sure. I definitely feel like I would picture Rihanna wearing this for sure. It's very, very sexy perfume, and she's very sexy and beautiful and very enchanting. I don't know what to say. I really love her. I think she's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely tuberose more than anything else. It's actually reminding me a lot of Carnal Flower by Frederic Malle, except not as strong, because that one is, Frederic Malle fragrances are very, very strong. They're too strong for me, but there are a few of the brand that I can take, but most are pretty strong. But this is like a softer, toned down version to me, a little of Carnal Flower. But you're also getting a little bit of the violet for sure. So it doesn't smell completely like a big overdose of tuberose, but you definitely smell the tuberose in this. Tuberose is a very strong flower. So I'm going to spray it on my skin. It's a little awkward to hold because the bottle is really heavy on the bottom, but I really like the way it looks. So, okay, so just give it a second. I think this is a little bit old because I'd only smell alcohol the first initial few seconds. Okay, so let me just let that dry a bit. Okay, now I'm smelling it. So it smells kind of the same on paper, but it's definitely a little bit lighter. Now on my skin, it kind of smells like CARNAL flour after about 6 hours. That's what it smells like, but that's what it reminds me of. It is a little bit sweeter than CARNAL flour, so more of the peach, like that juicy nectar type of peach, is coming out more on my skin. I don't really smell so much red berries, but I definitely smell the plum. But it's got a bit of a cocktail kind of scent to it too. But more than anything else, the base, like the middle notes are like what I smell a lot of. I smell a lot of coconut and tuberose, and coconut and tuberose are kind of like competing with each other with this fragrance. Tuberose naturally smells a bit like coconut, and so does and coconut is just kind of milky, nutty. It's a nice fragrance. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to come back in a couple hours. I'm going to let you know how this develops on my skin. Okay, so I am back, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this fragrance. By the way, if you find my videos getting a little bit long, the reason why is because if you make your videos within 10 minutes or more, you can qualify to get ad revenue with YouTube, and that's what I'm trying to get. So I had somebody make a comment about how I'm like waffling on my videos. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, learn how to use the YouTube platform and how to fast forward. Anyway, this smells very much like musk for sure. And it definitely smelled tuberose. Tuberose, I've smelled the entire time. This is a very tuberose-centered fragrance, in my opinion. And I do smell more, the vanilla and the patchouli is coming out, so it's getting a little bit warmer. It's really interesting because I feel like this fragrance would be a great fragrance to wear if you're going out. So picture yourself going out on an island. You're in an island resort, and you're there with your partner. And you go out for a walk on the beach when it's just about when the sun's starting to set. You can wear this fragrance and it's still going to smell like fresh and fruity. And then towards the nighttime, that's when the deeper, muskier scents come out. And it just like, it gets a little bit cooler at night, and it just kind of works with like summer kind of heat. Yeah, I think it's a really, really well done fragrance, and it's so affordable. Like if you see it, sometimes you can see it as low as 20 bucks for like a 50 ml. Definitely pick it up. I think it's definitely blind buy worthy. If you look at the notes and you are a fan of tuberose and coconut, you are not going to be disappointed. And the lasting power is not too bad. It does change. It's not linear, but I would have to say I think it's a pretty well done celebrity fragrance. Good job, celebrity fragrances. You guys are getting better at this. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and stay safe wherever you are. Bye.